The 2025 AFCON have gotten to the quarter-final stage, and this one is a big one, massive one. Crazy that me that advocated for the AFCON this year, I haven't talked about any of these AFCON games, but I was waiting for this moment. I said, okay, let me wait until the AFCON get to the quarter-final stage before I start talking about the preview, the predictions, and whatever. And to be honest with you, Morocco has done a massive job. Anybody who will come out now and say Africa doesn't have quality, you're a huge hater. Watch this AFCON. I'm not talking about past AFCONs. I'm talking about these AFCONs. Watch these AFCON games. It has been amazing. The quality has been incredible. And this just shows you that this World Cup that is going to come, the Africans that are going to represent the continent, I think, and I'm very much confident that they're going to do well. Watching these players play in this AFCON 2025 just shows you how big, how massive the talent in Africa has. Look at the players, look at the games, look at the round of 16, how it ended. Look at the quality of games in the group stage. There's literally nobody that will come out now and said Africa doesn't have quality football. And kudos to Morocco. Like Moroccans Federation, they've done an excellent job. Excellent job with the team, with the safety, with the quality of pitch. That remember, quality football has to do with the quality of the pitch. And Morocco has given us one of the best qualities we've seen in the history of AFCON. And now we've gotten to the quarterfinal stage. For the first time in a long time, this is the most exciting quarterfinal we've seen in AFCON. I'm sure you guys are going to agree with me that the team that are going to play these AFCON quarterfinals are just top tier. Top tier. Honestly, top 10 African teams are going up against each other. But without wasting your time, first and foremost, guys, I know most of you have been watching my channel, and if you've been watching this channel, if you're enjoying the videos I make, please, it's free of charge. Subscribe to the channel. Like, also share with your friends who you think that they're going to also like the channel, because it helps the channel grow far. Without you guys, I won't even grow much more higher. And we are building a good community that it's not only my own opinion that counts, your opinion also counts. And without you guys, without your subscription, it won't get to that level we want to get. We're on the road to 1,000, and what will make it easier to get there is you guys. Please, if you enjoy the channel, subscribe, like, and also comment on what you think. So let's get to the quarterfinal draws. So let's go for the first quarterfinal, which is Mali against Senegal. This is a very exciting game, although we could say Senegal has a huge advantage over Mali and huge favorite over Mali, because Senegal squad is, what can you say? These are squad of highest quality. You have Mane, you have the rest of them, Koulibaly. Their midfield is top tier European midfield. I mean, they play exciting football. The only thing about Senegal this AFCON is they've not really been convincing. We could talk about their game against Congo. Congo could have won that game in the first 15 minutes of the second half. If Congo were clinical enough, they could have been leading Senegal up to 3. But Senegal has this quality that they never kind of back down, and I see them winning this game against Mali. Mali is the only team in this AFCON that came into this AFCON, came into this quarterfinal without winning a game. That is crazy. And history have told us that teams like this, like Mali, have gone on to win the tournament. But remember, they are playing Senegal here, and Senegal has been delivering so far. Although they have not been really convincing. I think the names they have and the quality they have has also covered up the patch that we think Senegal is leaving. And I give Senegal in this quarterfinal 70% to win this game. Mali 30%. So I believe Senegal is going to go through, and it's definitely going to be a very convincing win for Senegal. And if there's going to be an upset, it has to be in this game, because Senegal, out of the whole games in this quarterfinal, Senegal supposed to win this game. Senegal supposed to win this game against Mali. They are a huge favorite, and I believe Senegal has 70% chance of winning, while Mali has 30% chance. If Mali pull this off, wow, I will be shocked. So Senegal, we go through in this one. The next quarterfinal is going to be Cameroon against Morocco. This one is big. This one, I'm super excited for this one. Like, let's talk about the host. The host has been really good, really, really good, but convincing, I don't know. Convincing, if you they said you are as good as your last game, and if you watch Morocco against Tanzania, they were on the verge of this bit of losing that game. I thought that penalty for Tanzania was a penalty, that last minute penalty. And you're talking about a Morocco who should be winning their game convincingly because they are playing in front of their home crowd, they are playing in front of their country, they are playing in a very massive stadium, a stadium with 60,000 field capacity. So they have no reason, no reason, and no excuse not to get to the final for this tournament because they've spent a lot and they've done a lot. And the Moroccan team, they have an exciting team. They have big team. You're talking about Brian Diaz, who plays for Real Madrid, Hakimi, who is currently the African best player, who is playing for PSG. You have a lot of them. A lot of them. Amrabat. There's Unai. Unfortunately, Unai is injured, but I think Morocco has a very, very big chance of getting to the final. But are they convincing? Absolutely not. And that brought me to this Cameroon side. Cameroon has been shockingly good, knowing fully well that their state before coming into this tournament. Remember, Cameroon has this problem between Eto and the former coach and the players. They had to remove Onana and they removed Abubakar, who has been their prolific striker in recent years. But Cameroon, this AFCON has been really, really good, really good. The coach has done a great job, and where their strength lies is that midfield, the midfield of Baleba. That Baleba guy is like 10 people. He's like 10 people in one. That guy runs, he tackles, and I see the reason why most of these English Premiership top club really want him. And that guy is playing absolutely well. What he did against South Africa, although South Africa could have done better, these two teams has a lot of flaws in their games. That's why we all should tune in for this game because I believe this is going to be one of the most exciting quarterfinal of this AFCON 2025. But who I think is going to go through, honestly, it's going to be shocking to you guys. I will give Cameroon 55% and Morocco 45%. Why? Is because Cameroon has the quality and have faced the bigger team than Morocco. And Cameroon seems they are more confident and more quality based in this African tournament than Morocco. Morocco has not been convincing because Morocco have faced some of these little teams, but they've not shown us that they really, really won this tournament. I won't be surprised if Morocco win this game, but I still give an edge to Cameroon because Cameroon, I think they're going to do well in this game, and I think they're going to go through. The other quarterfinal, Egypt against Ivory Coast. This is going to be a big one as well, massive one. Salah against Ahmad Diallo. I mean, this is a very, very big one. Both teams coming to the tournament. Not very, very convincing. Ivory Coast has not played somebody that this is their actually big test. The only big test they had was against Cameroon, and it ended in a draw. But Egypt as well has also not been convincing. I think either of them could win this game. Honestly, either of them could win this game. If two of them turn up, they will win this game. But Ivory Coast has been convincing after their round of 16. They actually won their game against Burkina Faso convincingly well, comfortably well. And I think Ivory Coast has a little bit of edge in this quarterfinal. Egypt against Benin, I thought they could have done better. This AFCON Egypt have not been really, really up to their level. Knowing fully well that they have incredible dangerous strikers like Salah, Mamouche, and the rest of them. They could have done better. I don't know what the coach is doing. I think they need for them to be able to bring out that top potential. After this AFCON, they need to get a new coach. The coach who is going to work on this team and bring out, because I believe there is something in that team that are not being worked on. And in this quarterfinal, it's going to be interesting because all these quarterfinal games are just top tier games. Because this AFCON has given us one of the best football we've seen. And to be honest with you, this for me has been the best AFCON in the past 15 years because of the quality of game we've seen, quality of football we've seen. And in this Egypt and Ivory Coast, I'm going to give Egypt 40% and Ivory Coast 60%. I believe Ivory Coast will get this done. Will I be surprised if Egypt win? Absolutely not. And I see this game going into extra time, possibly penalties. But I think Ivory Coast has a very big advantage over Egypt and might get this done. Might really get this done. I see Ivory Coast going through the semi-finals from this. 60% Ivory Coast, 40% Egypt. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these quarterfinals. Remember, it's not just my opinion. Your opinion also counts. And let's go to the last quarterfinal of the AFCON 2025, which for me is the biggest game of these quarterfinals. Why I say this is the biggest game? Because these two teams come into this quarterfinal 100% record. You could say 100% record for Nigeria, why 99% record for Algeria. Why I say 99? Because Algeria last game they won on extra time. Why Nigeria all the game through they've won through the 90 minutes. So there's a lot of things going up here. These are two most informed teams in this AFCON, two most convincing teams. That is why for me this has to be the quarterfinal of the tournament. Anyone who is going to miss any quarterfinal, you see this Algeria versus Nigeria, you should never miss it. Don't even dare to miss this game because this game is going to give you everything. This is the best attack against the best defense. And not saying that Algeria doesn't have a very good attack. Algeria has one of the dangerous attacks. You have Mahrez. We saw the goal they scored against Congo. That guy normally doesn't start. He's a bench player. Came in and scored one of the amazing goals in the tournament at the 119 minutes to break the heart of Congo. I mean, Algeria has been great. Really, really great. And Algeria has head-to-head record against Nigeria. 100% Algeria are going to this game fully confident of what they have achieved and also what they've done in this AFCON. I see Algeria really, really confident in this game. And their opponent, Nigeria, they have been incredible in this tournament. For me, Nigeria has been the most exciting team in this tournament. 12 goals. Massive, massive. We are talking about a team with the most exciting attack, the most dangerous attack in the tournament. You're talking about Osimhen, who is the best striker in Africa, probably one of the best in Europe, top 2 or top 3 best striker in Europe. That's not a little thing. You have Ademola Lookman, who is incredible, dangerous. You have Iwobi, you have Akko Adams, you have a lot of them. And I think this quarterfinal between Algeria and Nigeria is going to be the one that you just have to get a popcorn, sit down and just watch exciting football, because this is the only game that you never know who is going to win. And this is the only game anyone who come out to win this game should be maximum favorite to win this tournament. There's Senegal, there's Morocco, there's Ivory Coast, and there's Cameroon. We are not forgetting that, but these two have been really consistent. And this is where the big guns, the people with the bigger balls, the people with the big heart, people who are ready to die, the players who are ready to die for their team, for their country, definitely is going to win this match. This is not just about technique, about game. This is about going there and getting the victory anyhow, anyway. And if you look at these two teams, they play good football, very, very good football. For me, Nigeria has better football than Algeria, but where they are going to, the team who is going to win this match, the part of the field where they are going to win it, I think is going to be in the midfield. Because when it comes to attack, Nigeria has better. When it comes to defense, Algeria has better. So there's a 50-50 chance in that part of the area. But where the game is going to be won, it has to be the midfield. I don't know who's playing the midfield for Algeria, but I know Ndidi and Iwobi has been top 5, like top 10 star performance in this AFCON. This is a big one to predict. This is a very, very big one to predict. I will say Algeria 45, Nigeria 55% to win. I see Nigeria winning this game. But if Algeria is going to win this game, I won't be surprised. Knowing fully well that they did it in 2019 in Egypt, where Mahrez scored that late free kick. But sometimes history doesn't repeat itself. Sometimes history is just what has been done in the past. And history can also build up the fight kind of game for the opponent. For example, Nigeria knowing fully well that they lost that quarter-final or semi-final against Algeria 2019. They won't allow that to happen again. This time, they have to get this done. And I see Nigeria edging this out 55%, Algeria 45%. Guys, these are my quarter-final predictions. If you really enjoy this, please click the like button. Also comment on this channel or comment on the video on what you think about this quarter-final review. And also subscribe, which is the most important thing. It helps the channel grow higher and higher. Guys, let me know what you think about this prediction. Also, leave who you think is going to proceed to the semi-final out of these teams down in the comments below. I'll be watching and I will also be responding to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.